Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome you to my channel. This will be my first video because I found such a heavy need to speak on this situation that's going on between Jerrod, Neisha, and Liv. I may be the I may be on the opposite end of what everyone is cheering for, what everyone is rooting for. Um, and it's only because of past experience and also watching the drama unfold here on the YouTube streets, right? So, okay, I watched a few reactors. I follow a couple that I absolutely love, but I just couldn't take hearing the what Black women feel is offensive or a dig when it comes to coddling these males. For one, from the beginning, although none of us like Liv, that's a fact. None of us like her. Okay, she has said racial slurs towards Black women. She herself is a biracial woman, but she's claiming to be fully Black. But Liv, you have to have a Black woman and a Black man to bump uglies to have a Black child. Okay. You're biracial. Okay, that's great. But I want to get on and hammer on the fact that Black women are coming on YouTube, social platforms, just the internet, period, and saying, well, he married Antonisha. That's it. Well, Neisha has a husband. That's her husband. That's it. Well, Neisha really loves the kids. She really wants to be a mother to these kids. That's not hers because she's such a good person. Now, that may be true, but we need to horn in on the fact that this woman is doing all of this because of that man. She's not breaking her neck, her back, putting her career, her reputation on the line for those kids. And if you ask me, Nisha could give a damn. She might care about them. Yeah, she love them. She might grew to love them if we're considering the fact that she's been back and forth with Jerrod for years when it came to Liv. Now, let's start on the fact that Nisha accepted the fact that Jerrod was a liar and a cheater, but it was only okay when he was doing it to Liv. Although he also was cheating on Liv with Nisha, right? So I'm going to go to where it stems down to self-esteem and how you women are making acceptance and making it okay for Jerrod, as Liv would say, to tap dance and do whatever he want to do. Okay. This man was married, cheated on his wife. She cheated on him. They both were cheating on each other. Then you and her both thought it would be smart to spite each other. So he goes and get into a relationship with another woman, which is Neisha. Okay. And Liv doing what she do. Uh, um, shaking ass, jumping from each. It doesn't matter. She was doing what she wanted to do. He was doing what he wanted to do, right? So Nisha understood the assignment. She knew this man was married. She accepted the fact and she kept dealing with him. Now that news is starting to break that maybe Jerrod has cheated. He was cited at Liv's apartment multiple times. And there's also video, right? I haven't seen it. It's not circulating. I, you know, we've been hearing about this all week. And also Liv has uploaded a photo proof, right? This is coming from a married woman who has been married for over 8 years. Marriage is not easy. It is hard. But I will tell you this. If my husband decides to step out and deal with his baby mothers, because they are in the picture, then it's over. Although I've been with this man for years, I know my worth. Yeah, my marriage is beautiful. Yeah, I love my husband. But what type of woman would I be if I still sit at home knowing this man is doing what he's doing and I'm just sitting there? Okay. Now, it also depends on finances, your background. Do you have structure? Do you have, a family member or someone you can depend on if you do decide to leave? But with my age and with the wisdom I have gained, I have learned you don't need none of that shit. If your husband is stepping out or if he's doing something he's not supposed to, you sitting quiet or you fussing and throwing his shit out and you doing all this, but you still allow him to come home and it's only because you're married. You use that married title to allow a man to disrespect you. Then what else would you have to lean on? We're married. We're married. He's married to Neisha. He's married. He's married. He's married. He died. The dot. The dot. I'm seeing all these comments and the coddling for this man. And I don't like Jerrod. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like him. He's a bandit. And I feel it in my heart. He's a dusty. I don't care if I don't care if he has a CDL. I don't care if he worked for a trucker company. I don't care. He's not getting a hand claps for getting his kids. Aren't that what you're supposed to do? Right? If you know they're not in a healthy environment, you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're getting your kids. You're a parent. You do not get cookies for doing the right thing, right? Okay. So all these women in the comments in the chat and Jerrod, this Jerrod would never touch Liv. He will never. And I am astonished, really amazed by the hundreds of Black women that sit here and cheer this bullshit on. And all in the name of marriage, all in the name of, oh, well, he has her now. Well, Neisha has him now. At what cost? At what cost? Do you really believe this woman that's at home who put her career on hold to marry this Dusty? Do you really believe that she's out living her life, but she's parenting someone else's kids? She's parenting Liv's kids, and you guys think that's a flex. In your head, you think that because this woman stepped up to become a stepmom to 3 other kids who's genetically has their mother blood, they are going to be like their mother and their father. I don't give a damn how much Neisha puts them in cheerleading. She puts them in psychotherapy. I don't know, physical therapy. If she do all of those things, baby, it's not going to matter. Because at the end of the day, genetically, they have their mother blood running and flowing and pulsing all through their body. They've been around their mother since birth. So my question to you, Antonisha, and all the other Black women that's in the chats and the comments and they coddling is BS. What do you think you are doing? Do you think you are the better woman because you decided to stay with him and decided to parent these 3 kids that's going to definitely still love their mother, no matter how you slice it, no matter what you guys say, no matter how you put it, they are going to still love their mother down. Okay. There are children who are in foster care, who were adopted, who mothers and fathers gave them up, who mothers and fathers treated them like shit. And they still wanted a relationship with their mother. They still wanted that relationship. They still craved for their mother. They wanted that loving from their mother, not from the adopted mother, not from the foster parent, from the biological mother. And it's because that is their biological mother. And I know there are, stories where you hear that kids were adopted, they were saved, and they loved their adoptive parent, they loved their foster parent, they loved their aunt who were their parent, or the mother's friend who became the parent. Of course they're going to love them because they were raised by them. But that love, that maternal love, that connection that you feel when you are carrying those child, even though we know Liv don't have that connection, we know that, we see that she doesn't have that. Okay, but when you have that connection, when you are literally connected with this child through, your anatomy, you're connected with that baby, you are growing that fetus. What makes you think that this child who's hearing their mother heartbeat going to say, you know what, Neisha, I like you better, I like you more, I like you more than my mom? They might say that, but at the end of the day, they will always love their mother. Okay. I just wanted to let that be known because the women in the chat is ridiculous. I think you guys should definitely sit and ponder on what you are saying. And I pondered on what I'm saying. Yeah, I did. I thought about it and I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, you know what? This is my chance. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to say what I want to say and I'm going to talk my shit because I've been really not liking how our Black women settle for struggle. They settle for the bare minimum. They settle for literally dirt, all in the name of a man. For Jerrod, okay, I'm gonna call him Sugar Bear. Jerrod, all in the name of Sugar Bear Jerrod. I cannot put two and two together of how we have taken this drama, this situation, and we are, no, he won't touch her with a 10-foot pole. He won't. And it's like, man has two brains, okay? If you honestly think this man who has been with this woman over 8 years, plus 9, probably, I don't know, I don't care. But 8+ years, let's just say 8+ years, and he get married and lose all that weight, right? He loves this woman. What makes y'all think that he's not gonna double back? What makes you think he's not gonna, you know what? Let me go ahead and let me get a little something off the fly just because I can. Neisha at home babysitting. She's at home being the mother. If he was doing it to his wife, Neisha, if he was leaving her with the kids in the house, Neisha, what makes you think he's not doing it to you, Neisha? Did you think you were going to change him, Neisha? And I'm not trying to belittle her. I'm not, but it makes me so upset. Someone so beautiful, someone with an education, someone so beautiful for the second time, that you think that Sugar Bear is going to love you the way that you wanted to be loved. Baby, when God, from following the storyline, when God called the baby that you were carrying with him home, baby, that was your calling. That was your time for your discernment to kick in. You're not meant to have a baby with him. You're not meant to carry that load with him. The only person that was meant to be a mother with that man was Tuna. And I say this because you may not believe in karma. A few of you were saying that, which is absurd. How can you live on this earth and not understand the good and bad, the take and give, the dark, the light? You can read all the Bibles, you can flip through all those scriptures, but how can you live on this earth and not understand give and take, the dark and light? How can you not? I'm not going to go into that. But you create your karma. You create that. What you do, you get back. What you give back. What you put out, it comes back. So if you decide to ignore your discernment, if you decide, you know what, I'm going to stick it out with him because I love him. If you decide to ignore your discernment, then you are going to get what you put out. You're going to get what you give. Everything that you do is going to come back. It don't matter if you believe in karma or not, baby. That's the law of that's the law of attraction. That's what life is. Okay? It doesn't matter how you view it. You're going to get what you put out. Neisha knew that man was married. She kept it up. She kept dealing with him. Liv knew he was trash. She kept dealing with him. So I asked, who is the common denominator here? Is it really Liv? Is she really the problem? Ladies, is she really the problem? Is Neisha really the problem? Or is it this damn bandit that you all are praising and oh, he's such a good man. Jerrod would never. No, not Jerrod. No, I'm shaking to my core. Not Sugar Bear. Yes, baby. Yeah, him. Yeah, him. Yeah, him. You guys have so much deep hatred for this woman. And I'm talking about Liv. You guys have so much deep hatred for her that you are still not looking at the bigger picture here. I don't put nothing past a man. I don't put nothing past a man, especially a man who's known for stepping out on his marriage, for stepping out on his family, stepping out on his kids. Because if you ask me, I feel like the things Liv was doing was a reaction to what he was doing. I feel the way she was treating those kids that she reproduced and had with him were off the strength of what their father were doing. If I don't fuck with your daddy, take your kids. And I really feel in my heart that Liv is like, I don't care, take your kids. And when you guys are saying she's a bad mother, yeah, she got her moments. She do. She's not the best. I'm not even gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, she's no, Liv, you need some counseling, babe, and you need to definitely seek parenting skills or tools you can use to implement for both kids. And I'm not trying to be mean, but coming from a mom with a special need child, you're gonna need those tools. You're going to need it. But I feel like I went on spiel, but it just amazes me that as a whole, Black women just accept the bare minimum. And oh well, man gonna cheat, they gonna cheat. I'm not mad at him because he cheated. Okay, so what are you mad about? So what are we mad about here? Why is everyone so shocked? What are we mad about here? Or are we gonna keep just saying, oh Tuna, you're trash, you're trash, you're trash, you're trash? But we just gonna ignore the other two that's still within the drama. We're still gonna ignore the fact that Neisha accepted the fact, excuse me, I got the hiccups. She accepted the fact that this man, he's not the best. She accepted the fact that, yeah, I'll be a stepmother. Yeah. All in the name of Vic. All in the name of that pen. Yeah, I think she just, well, I love him so much. I ain't getting nothing in the bed. We ain't doing nothing in the bed. Y'all really think that she just loved this man so much that she gonna take on 3 kids that's not hers. She didn't birth. She didn't have. This is Liv's and Jerrod's, oh, pardon me, Sugar Bear kids. These are their two. Those are their kids. So do that make you the better woman, Neisha? Because you accept the bare minimum. Does that make you the better woman? Does it? And I ask all of you, does it make you the better woman that you are allowing a cheating man to keep coming back all in the name of, well, I got the ring, I'm the wife? But what about STDs? What about HIV? What about AIDS? What about all these things that you can get from a man that's stepping out? Because if he's stepping out, don't ever believe that it's just one woman. Some of these men are nasty, baby. They will stick it in whatever hole they can put it in. So you don't think that he's maybe sleeping with another man? You don't? Okay, well, if you accept the bare minimum and you knowing that he's dibbling and dabbling with his baby mother, you are accepting the fact that you are their stepmother. So you're going to take care of kids while he's out, quote unquote, working. Does that make you the better woman? Because you're taking care of another woman kids and she on live getting drunk. She's on live for hours, Neisha, while you are at that house stressing over somebody else's kid. You are out of your mind if you continue to sit there and be okay with that. But that's my opinion. I can't lead your life. I can't make you not leave or stay. But I will say, I do think you are out of your mind. And I do think most of the Black women, and me included, because I was in my male worshiping days. I was, and I understand my mistakes, and I learned from it, baby. You can't keep stinging me and burning me, and I'm like, oh, but I love him. I love him. He's my king. No, absolutely not. But yeah, I may ruffle a few feathers, um, and that's fine. This is what I feel. This is how I view the situation. I just think it's insane. I think Black women as a whole need to stand up and realize that we deserve more. We deserve better. And discernment is definitely needed. Definitely needed. You walk on this earth, you wake up and you la da 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 do 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 do, and you know that funny feeling in your gut, that intuition that you ignore, but you thinking, maybe I'm crazy because I got this funny feeling in my gut. No, baby, that's your intuition. That's your discernment that you're ignoring. And if you continue to ignore it, your life's just going to be miserable and shitty. And if you ask me, I really feel like Neisha life is shitty and miserable just because he took her on a cruise. What do that mean? A vacation? Black women, really? That's a flex? That's really? That's a flex. Oh, he took her on a boat and she made a post. I feel like that was disrespectful. No, Neisha, you are the babysitter. Literally, you are the babysitter. That is still their biological mother. How does it feel to know that this man is still going to her home while you are in that house with those kids? His kids aren't at the apartment, so why is he there? I'm going to stop though, because I don't want to keep going. But yeah, that's my thoughts. That's my input. Um, Let me know how you guys feel. I don't mind having a constructive debate, but if you coming in here cursing at me, and honestly, I don't care, but I don't mind having a constructive, we going back and forth, a debate, how you feel, well, outweighing, what we feel is right and what's wrong. That's fine, and that's what I will love. I'm open to that. So get down in them comments. Let me know how you feel. And yeah.